field. You're also moving on every play. Nobody should be standing still. Okay, right here. Ames on 3. 1, 2, 3, Ames. Go.
Game Changer Committee, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Partner in crime.
100% attendance from the Game Changer.
That's right. Where's our Game Changer swag? Ada, do you put that frozen thing on your finger to make it feel better?
If you feel anything through that.
Kristen, did you hear me and Ada are broken finger buddies?
Oh, you are. Look at that.
Yeah.
You get it right from the growth plate, too.
I'm done.
It looks like something.
I'm done growing. So, yeah. That's a bummer, though. And on her writing hand.
It's all right. They heal fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't line up well.
Oh, we're pitching. We're on defense. I'll see you for the bottom frame.
Are you coming or going?
I'm going.
The family story.
Okay, we're ready to roll. Here, Ames finally, for the first time this season, is the home team. And this will be interesting on multiple accounts. All-World Elijah Deerdorf not with us for leadoff batting purposes, nor is he with us for shortstop. So the defense will look very different here. We got Ethan Danielson on the mound. The staple, Finn Burrell at third. Joey Franzen at short. Dexter Erdman at second. Colton Hibbing at first. In right field, Ray, we want some more. Ian Nelson, coming off his 2-run win in center. And then the Greyhound, Graydon Bancroft, in left.
Get us going.
Nobody on the bench today. Everybody plays, everybody bats. Don't quite know how that works if somebody gets injured, but hopefully we don't have to find out. Umpires aren't quite ready to go yet. Thank you to Coach Alex Danielson for filling in, as is Andrew Miller in Coach Deerdorf's absence. So here we go. Game 4. And an immediate hit to Franzen. Hibbing with the stretch. And 1 pitch, 1 out. All right, so 1 pitch, 1 out, as Danielson does finally pitch a ball.
What is that sparkly thing?
Yeah, we are all looking at the Sparkle coach for the other team. We'll go get you a better close-up on that here a bit later. I'm joined in studio by my lovely wife, Jessica, here. Thank you for the 5 of you that have already logged on. Ames 1-1-1. And there's a rip right in between shortstop and third. A little bit of a sloppy throw-in from the not always playing left field Graydon Bancroft.
Do we have eyes on him?
He's with Stella for a walk or something. So Hibbing holding on the runner at first, but the runner will go. Ball low and outside. Dahlberg opts not to throw down. Danielson, most improved strike percent thrower last year.
Hey, you got an open lane, Landon. We got a lefty.
Good advice given there from Finn Burrell. Easier for the catcher to throw down to third if a runner goes when that batter is a lefty. Beautiful day, 78 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. There's the birthday boy, 42 years old, Coach Dahlberg. Ball high from Danielson. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And we're going to have a play at third here. Burrell just a little bit late on the tag. I should say throw just a little bit late. Good call by the umpire though. So runners on the corner, look for the runner at first to go. And there he does. But this is a potential double play, Get to first, get to first, get to first, get to first. Oh, and a rough throw from Danielson to first base there.
Get it in! Back it up, Finn! Back up the throw! Back up the throw!
So a series of unfortunate events there as Danielson gets the pop fly, but the throw to first is wild, trying for the double play. And the runner, who should have been doubled up, advances all the way to third base. We do get a second out, however. Score 1-0. Nice pitch from Danielson there for a strike. Ames down 1-0, top of the first. Fourth game of the year, Ames' first home appearance. That was the old throw the ball off the backboard trick. Sometimes you can trick the runner into trick the runner into coming home. No, that's the kind of joke. So we're in game 4 of the weekend, game 2 of the day, Silver Bracket Championship. And Ethan Danielson gets the strikeout. That's 3.
That's 3 outs.
Yep. Great job by good job, Lando. Way to go, E. E Money, good job. Good backup, Ray.
Hey, everybody out!
That's what I said.
Hey, everybody out! We gotta be coming up the pitch here.
Slim 2. Slim 2. So it's one of these.
Hi, Becky. All right, here we go. Erdman crushes one foul, same spot as he did the first game. Erdman still has only failed to reach base. He's only gotten out twice all weekend, I think is the case. Normally bats the 2 spot, but in the absence of Elijah Deerdorf, he will not, and he is back on. I'll turn and take a look there. New first base coach, Alex Danielson. I'm going to bring up Colton Hibbing here. Let's go, Colton. Always great to get that leadoff hit. The rest of the guys see it is possible. And Hibbing smokes one, but that is going to fall. That is going to fall. And a great piece of base running here from Hibbing as he eyes the overthrow into the shortstop and advances to second. So Ames has the bats rolling as Erdman advances to third. Hibbing might score the double, and this is Finn Burrell. First lefty of the day, always interesting to see how the pitcher handles that. Right-handed pitcher, should be easy for Burrell to see the ball coming out of his hand. And the answer to that is yes, the center fielder, oh my gosh, a home run for Finn Burrell. Ladies and gentlemen, our first 13U home run of the season. Let's get down and close and personal on this one. Way to go, FB.
So deep too.
Buddy.
It was deep too.
Graydon, Ethan, Ian.
Nice job, Matt.
All right, come on, G, let's do this.
All right, bud.
Hey, Becky, he waited for you to get here.
So it turns out Finn would have hit a home run every at bat this morning if his mom was here, but waited for her to arrive and then put one over the center field fence. I attended eight 13U games last year and didn't see a single home run. Now, with all respect to Finn's hit, and it was a beauty, the wind is blowing out right now. Little.
Good hit.
It was a fantastic hit. The wind is blowing out. So Bancroft takes one inside. Ames cruising here so far. And Bancroft finds the gap. He'll hit one to the fence. There goes the Greyhound. He'll be into second base. No problemo. Back-to-back hits to the fence. I am not a baseball expert, but from what I can tell, there's no movement on the pitches here from the pitcher. He's throwing them like I bowl, right straight. And there we go. Danielson, beautiful hit to right field. Dahlberg is just the master at knowing when to send him, when not to. He holds up Bancroft at third there. Why send him when we're on a roll and 0 out? So here we go. Runners on the corner. Should be a free base for Danielson. You know, if I'm a coach here and you need a little momentum shift, I might try to pick off Danielson just to do something to, you know, wake the defense up. But no dice. Instead, a strike right down the middle, thrown to Ian Nelson. Low and inside. Low and inside to Nelson there. And that one just a inch low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the first. Ames leads 3-1 on a Finn Burrell 3-run homer. And Nelson goes down on strikes for the first out of the game. So here is Joey Franzen batting in the 6th spot. Joey fouls one off. And that's highly unusual. Hit the ball into another field right as another batter is hitting it successfully. And that play will have to be killed on that ballpark. Ooh, now there's a curveball.
Come on, Joey.
Franzen, back-to-back strikeouts here for the Storm. Becky Burrell has met her match in the opposite cheering department.
Hard on my hearing aid.
Ray Moore, who had a 10-pitch at bat earlier, takes one upstairs. Sure would be nice if we could get these 2 guys on second and third batted in. Bancroft on third, Danielson on second.
Let's go, Storm!
Pitcher lining up way inside. Little dribbler there. And Ray Moore out. So despite our first 5 batters getting aboard, Ames only scores 3 and takes a 3-1 lead into the second. We'll be back.
No, that's fine. We've said hi several times.
How you doing, Mr. Bancroft? Yeah. 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. First game. Oh, I don't know there's Charles Cole.
You should yell at her, but you don't listen to me.
Till today.
You got a ball, G?
You could not be more tangled. Gotta get your greens in. Yeah, dandelions are very edible. A little bitter, but I like it. A little sweet vinaigrette on it. Oh, he wants the ball. Oh, yeah.
So I misspoke earlier. This is not our first time being the home team. It's our second time, obviously. Pool play, it's a flip of the coin. Tournament play, which is where we're at right now. That's seeding, and the higher seed gets to be home team. So Ethan Danielson back on the mound, trying to duplicate the 1-run inning like he did last time. Ethan as calm, cool, collected, mild-mannered as they come. And that's not just 7th grade boys, that's all male species. A little bit inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got Hibbing at first, Erdman at second, Franzen at third, Burrell at third, Franzen at short. There's a nice pitch from Danielson. Dahlberg catching 4th straight game. Bancroft in left. Nelson in center. Ray Moore in right. And Danielson gets the strikeout. Way to go, Ethan! So for the 2nd straight inning, leadoff batter is retired. Ames leads 3-1. Top of 2, 21 minutes into the game. Coach, where are you guys from? Granger. Okay, close by. Cool. So contrary to the last 2 teams, have been from Minnesota and Illinois. These guys are from Woodward Granger. Much closer. There's a swing and a miss. Thank you to the 7 of you who have now tuned in. We're in the top of the 2nd. Ames leads 3-1, 1 out. Championship game of the silver bracket. Danielson doing great. Deals another strike. Up in the count. We are without the services of Elijah Deerdorf, who had a prior commitment, as did his father, assistant coach Luke Deerdorf. And then, oh boy, there's a big hit. That looks like it's going to go over Ian Nelson's head. And that wind is a little tricky. Just a little tricky. Way to pitch strikes, Ethan. So I mentioned this on Finn Burrell's home run. The wind is blowing out. Makes it a little bit interesting as a plane arrives in the background. Ball low, great encouragement from Burrell on third here. Again, Bancroft in left, Nelson in center, Ray Moore in right. Nice pitch from Danielson. Hibbing at first, chirping, yep. The new style this year, if you can't tell, is not just sunglasses, but ski goggles that are as light as sunglasses. These boys couldn't get skin cancer on their face if they tried. The other team chanting the softball chant, base hit, scores a run. And there's a rocket at the pitcher, but Erdman able to successfully field the ricochet, get it out of his glove quickly, and Hibbing stretches for the out. So 3-2 the score. Ames leads. 2 outs. Good spot, Ethan. Got a very popular dugout with the shade and whatnot. Burrell's grandfather, Erdman's dad, Erdman's sister. You can see a lot of people seeking some shelter there. Air mails it just a bit inside. Again, Danielson, most improved strike percent thrower last year A great statistic kept by Matt Burrell. As a coach, you do not care if they strike every batter out. You just want balls put in play, not walks. There goes my announcer jinx as Danielson deals the highly rare walk. Sometimes that can be a matter of hitter not hitting just as much. There we go. Danielson ahead in the count. Again, 3-2, top of 2. 78 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, wind blowing out about 10 miles an hour. We are 26 minutes into the game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first being held by Hibbing. Pickoff attempt close, but no cigar. Good job by the first base coach there. This will be it today. No win and move on. Win or lose, this will be the only game we play. Nice play by Burrell. Weird play there. Burrell with a beautiful stop at third, but the runner from first moving very slow, almost got picked off or forced out.
Walter, take that off.
So 2 outs, runner in first and second. Force it any bag. Good stop by Dahlberg. Landon done a great job catching all 4 games this weekend. There's a strike from Danielson. He's 1-1. We just got our 8th viewer to thank you very much. And by 8, I mean 8 million. And Danielson ahead in the count. As my son Crew goes to get the foul ball. Back to action here. Ball high. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inning 2, 2 runs for the Stingers from Woodward Granger. There's going to be a potential problem. Foul ball, however. Foul by 2 feet. So we'll go to pitch 6 of the at-bat here. Danielson doing a great job. Ames leads 3-2. And we'll go to pitch 7. Ames plays next weekend. I think it's the next 2 weekends before a 2-week break. I'm kind of guessing on the break thing. Whew, that came right at our camera. So pitch number 8 of the at-bat. And we'll go to pitch 9. Fun last name on the batter here, number 4, Leuenberger. Pitch 9. Oh, and Danielson gets the backwards K to get out of the inning. Great call by the ump. That was for sure a strike. Great job, E-Money. Way to go, Ethan. Good job, buddy. Landon, way to catch. Good job. Nice stop, Finn. Good stretch, Colton.
Hey, who's up? Who's up?
I don't want to have chaos over here.
Landon, Dexter, Colton. Ethan's at 45.
Hey, same picture. Where are we at in the lineup?
Right at the top.
Owen, you need to get it Crocker.
Looks like you're still here.
Oh, for the fourth game? God, that'd be great.
Hey, Dustin told us, huh?
Yeah, we can. That's where it was yesterday. We were all up there yesterday.
Maybe you'd be more comfortable. Little tiny corner of shade.
Okay, bottom of the second. Landon Dahlberg leading off out of the 9 spot. He'll take one low. Good swing there by Dahlberg, but unfortunately a strike. 1-1 the count. Another good swing. I'm telling you, I'm not a baseball expert, but this is the kind of pitcher I would want to face. Not overly powering, but ooh, I thought that was inside. I thought that was inside. All right, here we go. Top of the order. Ames leads 3-2. Good game. Erdman, he's got wheels. But nice job by the pitcher there, digging that. So quickly, what, 5 pitches, 2 outs? That'll bring up Colton Hibbing. Led the team with a .575 batting average last year. But it's Burrell on deck. Good night. A little bit of interesting gamesmanship here by Colton because this pitcher has been really cruising. Ball high there. Ames leads 3-2, bottom of 2. Good eye, Colt. Coach Dahlberg yelling from third base, gotta be yours. This is what we call house money. And unfortunately, this is the best pitch Colton's seen.
You ready?
ready, Stingers.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. You know how much Colton likes his full counts. Oh.
Huh.
Refocus. Refocus.
Full count, buddy.
Oh. And a frustrating series of events there with what certainly looked like a 4th ball for Hibbing. And instead it was a strike followed up by a strike, so he strikes out, and 1, 2, 3. The Stingers mow us down. We take a measly 3-2 lead into the 3rd inning.
Wait, where was that ball?
Which one? There's a lot of them.
What?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, like the one I struck out to. Just one.
It was a strike.
Huh?
It was a strike.
Oh, it was?
Absolutely, just not like right in front of me. Sit. Lay down.
54.
54? Okay.
Yes.
All right, thanks for the 9 of you viewing now. And by 9, I mean 9 million. We're in the top of the 3rd. We got a good game going here. Storm up 3-2. Ethan Danielson on the mound for the 3rd consecutive inning. Coming up on the 40-minute mark of the game. There is a high shot to Finn Burrell, and Finn Burrell not able to corral it, and that is going to potentially derail some emotions in focus here this inning. Hopefully we can rebound.
Go, Noah.
Dahlberg got a good jump on that. The slide takes the shortstop out, and the ball rolls to Nelson there in center field. So not an ideal start here for the Storm in the top of the 3rd. An error on Burrell, followed by a stolen base. The Stingers from Woodward Granger have a runner on second with no outs, as Danielson deals to Dahlberg. Ball up high. No changes in the defense. How could there be? We've only got 9 players. Bancroft in left, Nelson in center, Moore in right. There's a rocket to Burrell, who redeems himself. Hooks the runner back. Takes it to... Way to go, Finn! Burrell redeems himself there with a beautiful stab and throw. Great job, Finn! So 1 out. Yet another lefty here. And there's a bloop to Erdman, who quickly closes on it. And just as we were hoping, Ames Storm recovering from the early error. So top of the third, Ames leads 3-2, 2 outs. Stingers have a runner on second. Danielson up around 55 pitches on the day. Looking strong. Gets another strike in there. We'll have our number 3-4-5 batter in the lineup coming up, as they call it in the majors, the heart of the order. Could not ask for a better day today. 83 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Wind has died down. And Danielson up 2-0. This is my little son right here playing catch with his mom. It's an all-family affair. We got grandparents in the dugout. We got moms trying to entertain the little kids. We got siblings bringing their friends. And there is a shot that will go way over Bancroft. Roll to the fence. The run from second will for sure score. Now, great job by the Ames Storm holding them to a double. Great job by Bancroft holding them to a double on that. Good cutoff from Franzen. Of course, these base paths are a little bit longer. Pretty unusual to see a triple. Granted, Deerdorf's done it twice this week, and twice in 3 games, and Burrell's done it once as well. So here was the starting pitcher for the other team. There's a wild pitch. That runner will get to third. So 3-3, top of the third, 2 outs. Danielson looks off the runner. There's a foul ball. Ray's dad there almost got it. Those present here today, we got the Burrell grandparents, Danielson, Dahlberg, Bancroft, Franzen, Erdman, Nelson, Hibbing. Got some on the other side sitting under the shade as well. Danielson pitching great. 3 runs through 3 innings. And strikes. Oh, I thought he struck him out. Good coaching coming from the first base side. Coach looking intently at the hands and encouraging pitcher to get the hands up. And we've got a what a bummer break right there. What a bummer break. I thought they had that runner at first, but on a dropped third strike, the runner can run to first. Dahlberg alertly got to the ball, threw it to first. It was late. Meanwhile, the runner on third alertly went home, and Hibbing's throw to the covering Danielson was late. So worst case scenario, we go from a strikeout inning over to instead the runner advancing and the runner from third scoring. So Ames down 4-3. We'll have a play at third here. Some good air time there from Burrell, as the runner does manage to steal third. So here we go again, runner on third, 70 whatever feet away. And that'll be a pop fly. Burrell can't quite get to it. Thank you to the 9th person who just joined our live stream. Try to give a little commentary on what's going on in case you can't be watching while listening. There's a poke. That'll be trouble. Ray Moore keeps it in front of him, but unfortunately for the second straight batter, we get 2 strikes on him, and the Stingers manage to advance. So Ames now down 5-3, 2 outs. You're doing great, Ethan. This will be a little tricky. Smallest batter of the day. No trick for E-Money, Ethan Danielson. Ahead in the count, 0-1. Not a ton of energy from the Storm, but Danielson for the 3rd straight batter, 1 strike away. "5-3", Ames down, top of third, 2 outs, runner on first for the Stingers of Woodward Granger. And Danielson gets a backwards K. That umpire loves stuff low and outside. And
Guys, this is a team that we should be up on. Okay, that whole inning, every one of those runs was unearned. Okay, we got to clean it up. We're playing bad defensive baseball right now. Okay, start talking, start moving. I feel like we're looking at a bunch of statues out there. Okay, let's get in this. Let's get all these runs back, and we're gonna put some defense out on the field.
Let's go, fellas. Good, great, Ethan.
I was just wondering where the ball went. It wasn't
Put a couple runs up.
I knew that's my back.
Alex. Yeah. I put up 3 in that inning. Were you keeping track?
I feel like it was 3.
Okay. I got 5-3, but now I'm questioning that like I missed something because I was dicking with this with that drop third strike and all that stuff, but it's 12:45.
All right, Finn, let's start us off, buddy. Be proud. Go, Finn.
Go, Finn!
okay, here's the big stick of Finn Burrell. He hits one to his counterpart, at third base, but the ball placement pulled the runner off the bag and made for a long throw for which Burrell is on safe. We'll now take a 30-second pause for the sliding glove. Graydon Bancroft, your batter. Bancroft, unfortunately, good wheels from Bancroft. It was the perfect double play scenario, but Bancroft able to run it out. And Danielson hits it right at the center fielder. A real nice hit. I saw that center fielder warming up though, and didn't see him dropping much, so good job. That oh boy. Oh. So we have an overthrow of first base, and that's going to allow Bancroft to dig for second. So a lot happening really quickly. This pitcher for the Stingers, he winds up super fast. I mean, we're talking 5 seconds in between pitches here. So we're already at 2 outs, bottom of the third. And unfortunately for Nelson there, the umpire called that one where the ball landed, not where it came in. That's part of baseball though. Learning how the umpire calls it. And on the other side, of course, taking advantage of it if you're the pitcher. And a rocket by Nelson will get past the second baseman. We're going to have a play at the... Oh, bummer. Almost had a play at the plate there between Bancroft and the Stinger right fielder, but Dahlberg, he just does not make bad decisions. So 2 outs, runners in the corner. Ames' go-ahead run at the plate here, Joey Franzen. Swing and a miss. So again, this pitcher, he just does not waste time. Pitch 2 is outside and a ball. Joey, the patented look at the umpire after every pitch to see what he saw. Swing and a miss there from Franzen. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nelson gets the stolen base. So we got runners on second and third. Here comes the pitch, and Franzen down on strikes. And we'll go to the fourth. Ames leading. I'm sorry, Ames down 5-3. Okay, so here we go. Top of 4. Ames down 5-3. New pitcher Colton Hibbing. Again, Ames has about 10 on the roster and 7, maybe 8 pitch. Cheers of Let's Go Colton coming in from the Stinger sideline. Little do they know the pitcher for Storm is also named Colton. So this will be interesting. Colton won't be allowed to wear sunglasses. It's the first time we've seen his eyes all week. Colton throws hard. Recently learned the curveball from Coach Luke, so we'll see what he starts with. Fastball down the middle is good for a strike. Good job, Colt. So then the new defense is Bancroft at first, and Erdman slides over to left, Nelson in center, Moore still in right, Danielson at second, Franzen at short, Burrell at third, Dahlberg catching again, 4th game in a row. His knees will be tired. Ames down 5-3, top of 4. This is a Colton versus Colton matchup. Ball outside. 2 ball, 1 strike. Ball outside, 3 ball, 1 strike. Colton might learn a little bit of a lesson today after an earlier strikeout. He took the time to ask the umpire where was that, and if the umpire took offense to it, remembered his number, and now is calling strikes against him from the mound, that could potentially not bode well. So good gas from Hibbing, but unfortunately ball 4 sends the runner to first base. Colton did lead the team in pickoffs last year. Ball high. It's be a little bit tricky for Dahlberg as well. Catching the curveball is difficult, and if you move to catch it, there can be a scenario where the umpire just automatically assumes it's a ball because you move to catch it. But second straight batter here, 1-1. The count. Runner on first does not have a big lead. There's a dribbler. Burrell is gonna, or I'm sorry, Burrell does a great job fielding it, but just a lucky hit there. Good throw, Finn. So the Stingers, runners on first and second. We need a triple play here. Bancroft not holding the runner.
Go! Hey! Go! Back! Back! Hey, Colton! You gotta be ready to go. Get your secondary. Colton! Every time you should be getting your secondary.
So these coaches talk about the secondary. If you chop up the base path into thirds, you should always be hitting that second third at the time that the batter would swing. So third straight batter, third straight 1-1 count. I think the coaching from third base here is messing with our pitcher, also named Colton. Runners on first and second for the Stingers. Nobody out. Top of 4.
Hey, let's go, Walker, make some contact.
Ball low and inside. That'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of 4. Oh, beautiful curveball. Nice pitch, Colt. A wicked curveball. About 12 inches of drop on that one. And then the strikeout, fastball to get him out. Way to go, Colton! Credit Luke Deerdorf with that strikeout there. And Landon Dahlberg, great job catching the curve, catching the fastball. So we're in business here. Top of 4, down 5-3. 3rd strike in a row, dealt by Hibbing. Way to go, Colt. Would love to get out of this inning with no runs, as much as we're struggling with the bats right now. Right there. Weather is so nice, you're just, it's like being lulled to sleep. There's a strike from Hibbing. So 1 more and we'll have 2 outs here. Good job by Danielson holding them there at second. Colton, the best in the business at pickoffs. Good job of base running though by the Stingers. So again, we are in the top of the 4th. It is 5-3. Stingers. There's a beautiful pitch by Hibbing. Play at third. We could never play at third here. There's the heads up play, Dex. Heads up play. So great job by Erdman there in left field, knowing that there was a force out potential at third. You'll see that once a season, maybe twice a season, that the right fielder can get a ball into the first baseman in a similar situation, but no dice. So beautiful pitch from Hibbing right down the middle. So we are again top of 4, down 5-3, bases loaded, 1 out. And Hibbing ahead in the count, 0 balls, 1 strike. Make that 0 balls, 2 strikes. So this will be interesting. I know Hibbing wants to pitch a curve, but if Landon can't field it and it gets past him, will the runner try to score from third? Oh, and instead we have a chopper up the middle that's going to score 2. So a little bummer there. Don't know if it caromed off of Hibbing's glove or not, but regardless, went up the gut. Franzen wasn't able to get it at short. So runners from second and third score. Ames now down 7-3. Still 1 out. Top of the 4th. You're good. There we go. Colton Hibbing, best in the business at pickoff. Good job though by the first base coach. The other team yelling instructions from the side. Beautiful pitch there. Nice pitch. batter thought he was hit by the pitch, but since he swung, it counts as a strike. I always remember that being a huge bummer when that would happen to me. You're injured and you got a strike on you. So 7-3, top of 4. We're 56 minutes into the game. There's a question on what the count is. It's just one pitch. Yeah. Ball high there. It's funny, I played a lot of morning basketball, and the joke was always, you know, you tip off, somebody misses a shot, somebody else misses a shot, somebody makes a shot, and everybody asks what the score is. It's 1-0. Good spot. So ball low there. Good job by Dahlberg fielding it. We got 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second and third here for the Stingers. Coach Dahlberg does a great job of early in the season, just wanting to get everybody reps. As Hibbing throws a beautiful changeup there to get his second strike. Dahlberg tries to throw get everybody reps. So everybody pitches other than Dahlberg and Moore. Good pitch, Colton. Yeah, everybody pitches except for Dahlberg and Moore. Look good. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with that one. Must have been a little inside, but we got a full count here. And then of course that one is in the dirt, so good stop by Dahlberg. Frustrating. Like I mentioned, you know, it is possible. Colton's on the bad side with the umpire for chirping a little bit about his strikeout earlier. I don't know. You hate to think that's a thing in 13U baseball, but Hibbing rears back and throws a strike. One of the faster pitches we've seen this weekend. Bases loaded. 1 out. And there's a blooper. That's going to drop. This will be trouble. We should be able to, I think, infield fly rule. Interesting. Discretionary call. Interesting. Interesting. You do not see this all the time, but the umpire doing a discretionary call, infield fly. The Stingers will argue, and I tend to agree with them, that the ball landed in play. But the umpire, with 1 out and bases loaded, calls a infield fly. Good piece of base running here by the gentleman on third. So after all that, we're still in the top of the 4th. It's 7-3. It would be fantastic if we could get out of this inning with only two runs. This is pitcher on pitcher. Oh, good spot, good spot. Pitcher on pitcher here. Count 1-1, bases loaded. Lucky break for the Storm there just a moment ago with the infield fly rule. Nice! Colton, I can't tell if that was a change or a curve, but it is looking, whatever it was unhittable. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Tries to blow it past him, and he does. All right, huge break for the Storm. Only 2 runs scored. Great pitching, dude. Great pitching. Wait, good catching, dude. Really good catching. Nice throw from third. We needed that one. Good job. Let's get the bats going, guys. Great back up there, Dex.
Ray, Landon, Dexter.
7-3. We're down. Okay, thank you. Oh. Drive home? Well, hey, that would help my viewership totals. Okay, thanks for the 10th person that just joined our broadcast, and by 10th I mean million. Not really. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Ames is down 7-3. We are 74 minutes in to the 100-minute game. We're gonna kick things off here with the number 8 hitter, Ray. We want some more. Ray leading the team in drawing the most pitches per at bat, a very important statistical category. He will face a new pitcher, and one of equal height, I might add. True to form, the patient Ray Moore takes a ball in the dirt, takes a second ball in the dirt. So this will be interesting, you know. This is the game of baseball. Not necessarily how do you do against everybody's starters. How do you do against everybody's Tier 2 pitchers. Ray pops one up. This team, however, is a very good pop fly catching team, in my opinion. So that'll bring up Landon Dahlberg. Let's go, Lando! Landon's dad, of course, the head coach. It is his 42nd birthday today. Happy birthday, Justin. Such a good guy. Justin and I coached 6th grade football together. Went undefeated, 6-0. Beautiful pitch from the Woodward Granger Stinger number 16. I will warn the viewers at home, and I can't believe I'm saying this in April, but my phone is getting hot. There's a 20% chance it could overheat and we'll need to switch devices. If that happens, we'll go live ASAP. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Landon Dahlberg in a bottom of the 4th we desperately need to close the gap here. Colton Hibbing pitching. He throws heat and throws junk, but not always able to call upon a strike when he needs to. So Dahlberg hits one out of the park and just a little bit foul. That was the type of ball, if he could have got it fair, might have found its way over the fence given that the wind is blowing out. So we'll do it again. Full count here. And Dahlberg fouls that one off as well. Dahlberg does go down on strikes, which will bring up Dexter Erdman, top of the order. Dexter leading the team in batting average right now. Dexter, just such a sneaky good athlete. Many believe that is a product of his Ragbri upbringing. I suppose riding a bicycle across the state forces your body into gear, pun intended. Erdman takes one high and outside, so 1-1 the count for Erdman. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th, down 7-3. That one is outside. Things heating up a little bit here in the stands. The other team's parents very engaged. Erdman takes one high. 3 balls, 1 strike to Erdman. Just having a fantastic opening weekend. Both pitching and hitting. Full count now. Boy, it'd be great if we could just get a little momentum going here. See if we can't get the Burrell and him spank another one out of the park. Ball low. Erdman draws a walk. That young man in 4 games has only failed to reach base twice this weekend, I believe. So here we go. Colton Hibbing up to bat. He's batting 4 for 5 today. Hoping to make that 5 for 6. Of course, our Ames guys have played 2 straight games. It's going to be a ball outside. Again, Burrell on deck. Burrell had the 3-run dinger to get the party started in the first inning, but that has been our only That has been our only points. Points a joke. There are no points in baseball, only runs. But yes, our only 3 runs on account of Finn Burrell's home run.
Heads up back there.
Hibbing fouls one back. So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's go, Colt man.
You ready, outfield?
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of 4, aims down 7-3. Hibbing adjusting the swag. Again, if you're new to the broadcast, we've had some fun teasing these boys about their ski goggles sized sunglasses and their sliding mitts that take a half minute to put on. There's a ball high, so Hibbing's got 3 balls, 1 strike, and Burrell on deck. A little bit of a hitter's pitch here whenever it's 3-1. And Hibbing will get on with that 4th ball. So now it gets interesting. The tying run is on deck in Graydon Bancroft, working on a little 2-out jingle here. And Burrell is going to be able to spank one through the first-second base gap. That will score Erdman from second. Advance Hibbing to third. Burrell continues his wonderful day. Your turn, Graydon. So if Bancroft were to put one out of the park here, and again, the wind is blowing out, Bancroft certainly has the power to do it. It would tie the game up with 1 swing of the bat. It'll be interesting to see here, too, if Dahlberg wants Hibbing to go on a pass ball. Again, Hibbing led the team in steals last year. And maybe that's what this other team is going to talk about a little bit. So the Woodview Granger Stingers lead 7-4, bottom of 4. We have 2 outs. We are 84 minutes into the game. Pretty clean cut. We'll probably play 5 innings. If we can just hit for 16 minutes, we win.
Assuming we get a few runs in those 16 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it would be impossible not to in 16 minutes, but
You got it, Sam.
Well, you got to put on the sliding glove.
I know.
And you gotta
I know.
tie your shoes.
I know. I'm calling a walk. I'm calling a game tying homer here. Oh, Bancroft hits it right at the second baseman. Yeah. Okay, we'll go to the 5th here. Let the phone cool down in the shade a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Top of 5. So, 99% chance this will be our last inning. Ames the home team. So the hope is that we get out of this frame with no runs and then go to the bottom and score 4. Hibbing on the mound again for the second straight inning. Dahlberg catching. Look good, look good, look good. Bancroft on first. Money Danielson at second. Tony G. Joey Franzen at short. The barrel. Finn on third. Erdman in left. Nelson in center. Moore in right. And that is a nice shot from the Stingers. Opposite field. No harm done. Ray Moore keeps it in front of him. Burrell turning into a bit of a leader here on the infield. It's batter number 9, pulling a page out of Colton's book with asking the umpire for time. Runner from first. Oh! There we go. There we go. We're gonna. Oh, darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! So, runner on first there with some bad base running, but Ames could not capitalize. In a perfect world, Colton would have just run at him. But back to pitching here. Oh, look good! There's a strike. So again, 7-4, top of 5, nobody out, runner on second. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter Velke, number 9. Velke out of Woodward Granger. There's a dribbler right at Franzen. Franzen takes a long time to get it out of the glove, but does get the out. Bancroft with the stretch. Way to go, Joey! So there's 1 out. Thumbs up from Hibbing. So this, I believe, is Colton versus Colton here. As Burrell does his patented no. So again, this is our first year with base paths that I think are 4 feet, maybe 5 feet longer. And so the traditional, gets past the catcher, try to steal home thing that you've all become accustomed to the last 5 years, that is not quite a thing anymore. Way to go, Lando! Dahlberg just doing great behind the plate. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Beautiful pitch, strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, Colton versus Colton matchup here. 83 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Dahlberg had to move there, which is always a concern when you're trying to gain favor with the umpire. A little time from Hibbing here. Great job by the Ames Storm swag department. Uniforms look super sharp. Good luck to all the parents getting the stains out of the white. Oh, off-speed pitch there. So we might have a little strategic play here from the birthday boy, Justin Dahlberg. I like this. My guess is that what they're planning to do is actually not give the runner second base. Obviously, I joke all the time about the three certainties in life: death, taxes, and taking second base when you got runners on the corner. My guess is that since we're late in the game here, they may try to not, they may try to do more than just let him have second. Try to get that out. Even if we could get the runner stealing second, you know, it's almost like trading pawns. So this would be interesting. Colton's also pretty good at the pickoff move. And right over Joey Franzen's head. We're going to have a play at third here, but Burrell's not able to corral it.
Go, Walter. One out. Freeze off fly ball. You don't have to go. Don't run into a tag.
And credit to the Stingers. They're putting the ball in places where we're not. We have time called by the ump. I'm not sure why. Seems like this number 4 has been up to bat every 5 batters. And there's a shot right at Ray Moore. Ray, pretty good throw by Dahlberg. Oh my gosh. Great throw, Ethan! So a good catch by Ray Moore in right. Great throw, E-Money! Danielson's throw right on line. And Dahlberg just couldn't quite field it. That's tough to do with a catcher's mitt. So unfortunately the run scores there. Great job by Ames Storm. Great, catch by Ray Moore in right, and then the correct relay and a great arm by Danielson. But unfortunately, second straight inning with 2 runs, and we're down 9-4. These boys, 13 years old now, they're starting to chirp at each other a little bit. Franzen, good field clean, good throw. Bancroft gets the out. Good job by Joey. So 2 nice outs by Franzen at short. Way to go, Joe.
Nice defense out there. Let's put some runs on.
Ethan, great throw, man. Right on target. Good catch, Ray. Good relay, bud. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Okay, so here we go. Bottom of the 5th, barring a 2.5 minute inning. I'm sorry, 2.5 minute frame. This will be it. We will see the number 5 hitter, Ethan Danielson. Number 6, Franzen. I'm sorry, number 6, Nelson. Number 7, Franzen. Number 8, Moore. Number 9, Dahlberg. So here we go. Down 9-4. Need 5 to tie, 6 to win. That's a good way to start for us. Ball inside. Danielson having a great opening weekend tournament. Of course, his dad still owns the Ames Middle School discus record. All those years later. Now Danielson's got wheels, but not wheels enough. Nice play by the second baseman there. Digging the ball. Great hustle from Danielson. Real good up-and-coming athlete, that Ethan Danielson. Throw some puberty on that boy, and he'll be a force. So Ian Nelson, nice rip right at the third baseman's glove, and hey, just like that, the clock strikes midnight on no new inning. So we're gonna need an epic 2-run rally to get anything better than second place in this bracket. Boys were excited before the game that regardless, win or lose, they'll get a medal. But at 1-1-1, we're on the verge of falling to 1-2-1. Ball low. Joey Franzen, sister runs track for the University of Iowa, so if he gets on, he'll have the wheels to advance. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Ames is 1 strike away. 1 strike away from losing this game. If it's any consolation, you know, there was frustration that we didn't make the gold bracket after blowing a 5-run lead yesterday versus the Minnesota team. It's like being in the NIT versus the NC2A tourney. At some level, you know, winning, all it does is crush you with the wonder of what could have been. So, if there's any victory in losing a game like this, it's that you don't question what could have been had we made the gold bracket. Joey Franzen is walked, and that'll bring up We Want Some More, Ray Moore. Ray had a nice catch there in right field earlier. Franzen is on the move, and a great job by Franzen running. It eliminated the double play, but then Ray Moore is out on account of a good play from the shortstop there. So, no, that's 3. Oh, the championship game is 2 hours long. So, hot diggity dog, we are an hour and 43 minutes in. Okay. So interesting. If it's a championship game, it goes 2 hours or 7 innings. Yeah, we're an hour 43. Yeah, for a championship game, it's 2 hours. So we're an hour 43 in.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, good.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Estella. One more inning. Well, so what happened was normal games are 100 minutes, hour 40. We're at 143 right now. But when it's a championship game, it's 2 hours or 7 innings. Well, we've only played 5 innings, and we're not to 2 hours yet.
Wow. I
So.
tell Neva, we're gonna get back to get Quinn to dance by 4:30.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's 1:30. They're just playing 16 more minutes.
No, so should I get something like it's really hungry?
Yeah.
But we're probably gonna get something on the way home.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Lando. Well, you don't see that every day. You don't see that every day. Every single coach, fan, parent, player thought the game was an hour 40. But when it's the championship game, regardless of silver or gold bracket, you go 2 hours or 7 innings, whichever happens first. So we are gonna go again. Much to my phone's demise. We'll be okay. Just a little hot. You guys thought it was an hour 40 also?
I thought it was only 2 for the gold bracket.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was for the silver too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Keep it rolling. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so here we go. New life for the Ames Storm. Hibbing back on the mound. Beautiful strike. Dr. Bancroft and his dog can't take it anymore. They can only go 5 innings. They're heading out. So a strike from Hibbing, one in the dirt. So what really gets interesting about this is that from a, if you were to say that a lineup is based off of batting average, that was our 6, 7, 8 hitters, and we will have 9 and then the top here in the bottom of the 6th. Finborough continues to do a great job of encouraging from the third base line. Bancroft yelling one more. Danielson slapping his glove, yelling one more. Franzen yelling encouragement. So some good talking out here. These guys are such good friends. There's other programs you can play in, but they bring in players from other towns and cities and sometimes states. And Ames Storm has, from day one, made it a point that if you're going to play in our program, we expect that you are planning on being in the Ames Community School District. So all these boys, they are out here for 10 hours on Saturday and 10 hours on Sunday, and then they go to school for 8 hours, Monday through Friday. Now there's a moonshot. We'll see tracking Nelson. Nelson not able to pick that one up. Nelson, of course, real good arm, gets it in. Keep it rolling, Colt. So Hibbing has had 2 strikes on just about every batter these 3 innings. Credit to the Stinger hitters for doing something. There's another shot at redemption for Nelson. And he is able to get it. And he will accurately do a great job of getting it into the cutoff man, Joey Franzen, at short there. So, you know, as a parent, as a father, you're extra happy that Ian caught that one. That's a tough pill to swallow if you miss back-to-back. So great job by Ian. He got that one. Again, we're 9-4, top of 6. 1 out, 1 on. Colton Hibbing. This is such a new dynamic for our baseball team. You know, it's been 5 years of, oh boy, threw it past the catcher. Can the catcher get it? Runners for sure going. Run after run after run comes in that way. And now with the longer base paths, of course the boys have, you know, gotten faster, stronger. Oh my gosh! Oh, looked awesome, Colton. Finn, way to go. I've said it a couple times. Colton is the best at the pickoff move. And that was close. Way to go, Landon. Dahlberg just doing great behind the plate. Just great. He'll be our leadoff batter in the bottom of the 6th as well. There's a dribbler foul. Nice job by the third base coach. Picking that one up. We'll do it again. Seeing a lot of colors right now. We got pink batting gloves, mango bat. I think we've got 2 strikes on the batter here. Oh, now we do. So it's a full count. Hibbing just loves his full counts. And we'll do it again as the batter fouls it off.
Let's go, Josh. You got this.
Bancroft on first. Danielson on second. Franzen at short. Burrell at third. Prowling. Your usual suspects in the outfield. Erdman in. Oh, and Hibbing gets the backward K. Way to go, Colton! Hibbing gets the backwards K in a spot where he himself was called out. So working on a scoreless 6th here. The Stingers starting pitcher. Beautiful pitch, Colton. All right. So we got Dexter Erdman, your batting average leader in left. Ian Nelson, your pitching leader in center. And Ray Moore in right. Of course, Ray had a great catch there in the 5th inning to keep this game close. Oh, that one does get past Dahlberg. And good job, a good piece of base running. Flush at 10. Flush at 10. Good job. Good piece of base running there by number 10. He worked. One more. So the Stingers go up 10-4. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. As Hibbing blows one by him. One more. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. 10-4, good buddy. Your score. The Woodward Granger Stingers lead. Oh. Look good. Right pitch on 2-2. Boys are getting tired and hungry. The strike here would be really nice. Oh, just a bit low. Dahlberg did his best to frame that. We have a top 10 all-time, for lack of a better word, obnoxious fan in the stands of the other team. There's a strike. Dahlberg will try the throw down. Of course, we're all just trying to... Great job, buddy. You're pitching great, 10. We're all trying to, fill gaps here without Elijah Deerdorf. Franzen didn't know to back up there because he doesn't typically play that position. And Hibbing quickly ahead, 0-2. Way to go, you're ahead, 0-2. Hibbing ahead 0-2. This would be some good time for Junk. Love to get this guy out and move on. Oh, man, a number of foul tips. You're pitching great, 10. Dahlberg looks like an 80-year-old man going back to that catcher spot. 20-plus innings caught this weekend. And Hibbing and Burrell, big-time fishing buddies, had the idea that maybe, just maybe, the runner on second, yes, was going to go. And he didn't. So, here we go. 10-4, bottom of 6. Good 3 innings from Hibbing. Good catching, Lando. Good pitching, Colton.
Landon, Dexter, Colton, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bottom of 6. This is it. Barring a 2.5 minute frame, this should be it. 10-4, good buddy. The Woodward Granger Stingers lead the Ames Storm in the championship game of the silver bracket. This isn't easy. This isn't easy for the Stingers. You are tired, you are hungry. It is 84 degrees now outside. That's not nothing. And Landon Dahlberg, way to go, Lando! If Landon gets on, he's got speed to steal and top of the lineup coming, and it's going to get the boys up off their seats, rattling the fences. There's ball 2. tiny crack in the body language of the pitcher. There we go, 3-0. Wonder if Dahlberg gives him the take. Dahlberg, I think he did. I looked down there, I think Coach Dahlberg gave his son the take sign. Here's where I don't know why they don't, square up to bunt or do something to throw the pitcher off. I mean, Dahlberg's just standing there. But doesn't matter. Pitcher can't get it in. We have got a runner on first, a speedy one at that. Dahlberg number 3 in stolen bases last year. And we are in business. Top of the lineup. Erdman he will finish the day, leading the team in batting average, the weekend rather. He has only failed to reach base twice in 4 games this weekend. Takes one outside. You almost wonder if Dahlberg starts giving the take sign ad nauseum here until this guy can pitch a strike. What a turn of events. The Stingers with a 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. Thought they had won, were cheering like they had won, and the umpire says no, 2-hour game when it's a championship game. So on cue, Dahlberg steals second. Erdman, as he's done this weekend, swings and misses. But that one's outside. So the umpire, I was talking to him in between the inning here. I said, good job. And he said, well, I saw him say to our Ames Storm guys, got your rally caps on. And then I said to him, hey, you're doing a great job. And he said, great game. You wonder if it's not getting in the head of the umpire that he wants to help us out a little bit here. Just if for no other reason to see this get interesting. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Erdman hoping to improve upon what has been a masterful on-base weekend for him. Unofficially getting on base here. Unofficially, that would put him at, I want to say, 16 for 18, 17 for 19, something like that. But work cut out for him here. Full count. Burrow calls out from the dugout, Dexter, we need you. Erdman does foul that one off. Nice 6-pitch at bat here. The screws are tightening just a little bit. Maybe that's just me with my son on deck. Dahlberg with a huge lead. Huge lead from second. He'll steal third. Erdman aboard on an 8-pitch at bat. His success continues. And this will be interesting. This will be very interesting to see what this meeting at the mound is about. The pitcher kneeling down, almost in exhaustion. You remember, this is the first weekend of the year. It's 84 degrees. They've been playing for 4 hours in a row. This is not a cakewalk. Real impressive team here. Good coaches, not over the top. And Hibbing will face the same pitcher after that meeting on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if he calms down at all. Let's go, Colt man. Have some fun, buddy. Last one. Oh, we got a new pitcher. Okay. So we do have a new pitcher. We'll take a quick break, put the phone in the shade, make sure it doesn't overheat in the climax of the game. Okay, so here we go in the game that just keeps getting more interesting. We thought it was over 20 minutes ago, but the championship game rule that the game goes 2 hours into effect. Erdman will take second here, so here's again the setting. We're in the bottom of 6. Ames down 10-4. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Two balls, no strikes, the count. 3 balls, no strikes, the count. Again, I said this earlier, and this is true of all baseball, but way more so at the youth division. It's not a matter of what the score is after 3 innings. There's an element of, you know, what's your bullpen like. So Hibbing, unfortunately, for the second or third at bat today, takes a third strike as coached by his third base coach to do, and unfortunately sees the best pitch he's seen all day. But he'll get on base, which now here's real drama. Finn Burrell with a 3-run moonshot home run earlier today. He walks to the plate. Our center fielder is way shallow, still shallow, and the wind is blowing out. If he puts a tag on this, it could easily score Hibbing from first. Even easier, Erdman from second, Dahlberg from first. So, bottom of 6, nobody out, bases loaded for Burrell. This is a nightmare scenario for the other team. They thought they had won. Got the plug pulled, and Burrell ropes one into right field. Unfortunately, real good play by the right fielder prevents it from being anything more, but it does score 2. So Dahlberg and Erdman are in. It's now 10-6, runners on the corners, nobody out, and the murderous Graydon Bancroft up to bat. He has almost killed 2 people this week with line drives. Danielson swings a good stick as well. So Hibbing on third, Burrell on first. 3 constants in life: death, taxes, and stealing second when you have runners on the corners. So here we go, 10-6. A poke to the outfield by Bancroft, and he probably got Hibbing and Burrell scoring to make it 10-8. 10-6, you've got the tying run. Oh, and Bancroft slaps one under the third baseman's glove. Again, hitting it so hard. So 10-7, the screws are tightening. The parents from the other team starting to yell. Tying run at the plate. Go ahead run on deck. Bancroft, we'll see if he steals second. He does. Oh, Danielson trying to help Bancroft get his steps in. Fouls it off. Bancroft will return to first. Again, bottom of 6. Ames down 10-7. Nobody out. Tying run at the plate. Runners in the corners. Burrell on third. Bancroft on first. Bancroft will go. He'll do it again. Ball inside. Nice attempt by the catcher to try to frame it. Umpire not buying it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, you would much rather be Ames Storm right now than... Ooh. Ooh, that was at the knees and inside. Probably a better pitch than a bad call. I don't know if it was my son pitching, I'd want that called a strike. That one's outside. Danielson just as even keel as they come. Takes that one low. Good job, Ethan. Yeah, such a change of pace. You know, in past years you'd see a run come in from third on that, but Burrell not even thinking about it. Of course, Dahlberg just a master run caller, a master stoplight at third. Makes one mistake every 100 decisions. That one is high, much to the Stingers' demise. So a grand slam by Ian Nelson here would win the game. The go-ahead run for Ian Nelson. We have nobody out, bases loaded. The left-handed Valley of Despair coming up. Franzen and Moore. And oh, a worst-case scenario. Oh, praise the Lord. Foul ball. Foul pop-up. Falls harmlessly to the ground as Nelson has one strike on him. So again, Burrell at third, Bancroft at second, Danielson on first. Ames down 10-7, nobody out. A grand slam would win the game here. Oh, Nelson takes a tough second strike. Again, the kind of pitch you'd want called a strike if it was your son. Low and away, paints the corner. Good spot for the pitcher here, up 2-0. But that could be trouble. Oh, right at the second. Oh, okay. Okay. So the umpire, now this is fascinating. When is the last time you've seen two infield fly rules called in the same game? The umpire does just that. So here's Joey Franzen. He'll be followed by Ray Moore, Landon Dahlberg, and then the top of the order. Oh! Now that I did not agree with. That looked way inside. But the Stingers pitcher seems to have settled in. That was a beautiful pitch. We need Joey to hit the bat on the ball here in the worst way. Oh boy, Burrell. Oh, Burrell could have run home, popped popcorn, walked the dog before they found that one. But the human traffic light, Justin Dahlberg not sending him. Hindsight always 20/20. Still 2 strikes on Franzen. That was at the chin. That is not a strike. Good eye there. Bottom of 6, down 10-7, 1 out, 2-2 count, bases loaded. Franzen, the number 7 hitter, at the bat. And Franzen crushes one right at the second baseman. That gets past the second baseman. That is an error. Dahlberg is going to send Bancroft. We're going to have a play at the plate here. And he is safe! Graydon Bancroft with one of the best slides of his life. Franzen, meanwhile, advances to second. Nelson all the way to third. Bancroft with a tremendous slide under the catcher. Scores our 9th run, and the tying run is 75 feet away as the poor second baseman has it carom off of his glove on what was a routine ground ball. And ladies and gentlemen, the Ames Storm are down just 1 run. A hit to the outfield here will likely score the speedy Joey Franzen from second. Ray Moore doesn't swing at anything that is not in the strike zone. Tensions are mounting. Ames down 1, only 1 out. runners on second and third. Ray Moore takes a second ball. How cool would this be if he reached first base on a walk, and then Landon Dahlberg on his dad's 42nd birthday would hit a 2-run RBI to win the game. So Ray Moore 3-0. The human traffic light, Justin Dahlberg giving him the do not swing pitch. So this is a flat out, can this kid pitch a strike? And he cannot. So Ray Moore, team leader in walks, does it again. Landon Dahlberg, if he pokes it to the outfield, Danielson should be able to score from second, and Dahlberg would have a 42nd birthday present for his dad like never before. Of course, worst case scenario, Dahlberg So again, I've never in my life been a part of a game like this. We were literally packing up, ready to go home, thinking we had lost 9-4, but the umpire correctly notifies both teams that the 2-hour game time rule applies to championship games. Again, this is championship game of the silver bracket. Not quite sure how it works. I think there were, 12 teams, maybe 10 teams. Let's say 12 teams in the tournament. Top 6 go to gold, bottom 6 go to silver. We finished 7th, which means we're the 1 seed in the silver. Now look at Coach Dahlberg out there at the shortstop position. He's talking to Ethan Danielson about what the game plan is here if Dahlberg gets a hit. Great piece of coaching there. If Dahlberg pokes it in the outfield, you better believe Danielson is going to be on his horse trying to score. And in that scenario, the worst case would be that Danielson would get out and we'd still be tied with Dexter Erdman coming up. So this would be interesting. Conventionally speaking, you would have used all the bullets in your magazine by now. But this pitcher doesn't look too shabby. So here we go, Landon Dahlberg up to bat. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitcher, Walter Keehan of Woodward Granger, throws hard. I suppose this would be parallel with us putting in Ian Nelson at the end if we needed to. This almost looks like maybe he is their ace. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Dahlberg. That's going to be low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ames down 1. Now it gets really interesting here for Dahlberg at the third base coach. Would you ever send... I'm sorry, it is Danielson at third. Would you ever send Danielson on a passed pitch? Franzen with a huge lead. Oh, man. Franzen, such a huge lead, could have easily scored if Dahlberg could put that in the outfield, but instead we have 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dahlberg gotta be nervous, and he does strike out. So wow, the drama. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, bases loaded, down 1, and our batting average leader, Dexter Erdman, on board. That is for sure what the Stingers have done, is they've put their ace back in. He probably pitched yesterday, might have pitched today. That one's going to be outside. Danielson getting a pretty good jump over there at third. I wouldn't be surprised if Dahlberg tries to send him here. You got to. You got to try to send him. You got to try to send him if it's a pass ball. The only downside is, yep, Danielson's getting a pretty good lead there. He's getting that second tier. Good job by the catcher. Real good catcher here. 2-1. So this would be really interesting if Erdman gets on. And we still have bases loaded. Then Colton Hibbing would be up to bat. I don't know how that works. If they play another inning since it's the championship game, or if they call it a tie. Don't know how that works. Oh, man. High and outside. 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of 6. We've been playing for 2 hours and 20 minutes here in the championship game of the silver bracket. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh my gosh, that is not a strike. That is not a strike. Way in the dirt. Way in the dirt. But hey! No dice. Erdman, who had a fantastic weekend at the plate, a fantastic weekend. Still will probably be leading the team in batting average. Gets a tough called third strike there. Tough. Great game. 10-9. What a way to start the season. Holy smokes. Can you handle 7 more of these tournaments? I know I can. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Until next week, happy birthday, Coach Dahlberg. There's the medals. That'll make everybody feel good.
That was a very switchy call in the end, but rude.
Okay, we'll sign off. See you next weekend.